everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup should be interesting. The Ravens are top 10 in first downs, and they go up against the Colts team that wants to control the game as well.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens. First carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Play action. It's locked. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. He was trying for his tight end, the veteran Anthony Fasano. And it'll bring up third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Here's Luck. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. They convert. On 3rd with a gain of 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, it's Long. Fasano here brings it in.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
They'll run again with Blount. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here's Blount. And an alley to run. And he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll try the air now with Locke. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. In motion left is Perriman. Now a carry here for Terrence West. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And now a first down following that long gain. Brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Second down following the run. First carry for the vet, Danny Woodhead. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. In motion left is Perriman. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
8 yards to go here on second down.
Leopard, back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit, Detroit.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Well, anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. To pass, Flacco. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 24-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Luck on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Back to throw, Love. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Luck connecting with Moncrief for the Indianapolis first. Now a first down throw, Luck. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Doyle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Screen pass to Blunt. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And some room to roam now. Sheds off the tackle. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is fielded at the goal line. Spinning past him.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 50, it's locked. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Does the big boy have the juice? 20, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And the Colts coming out now. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The drive begins with a handoff to West. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll run again here with West. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
A break from the ground game here. Flacco. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now it's Woodhead. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Second down, Flacco now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So on fourth down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
They'll begin here with Blunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And he's brought down after a good gain. That burst good for 20 and a first down. On first down, Luck. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a carry for Blunt. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christian Michael. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now blown. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Again, here's Blunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Breaks a tackle, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Macklin now on the end around. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So happy holidays, Larry. Your gift, take the halftime show off, partner. We've got some football to get to. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Operating off play action, Flacco. He's going to fire one deep over the... And that's caught inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
They'll run it with West. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Terrence West, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And his throw is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a give. It's Michael. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. A handoff as they run the counter play. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll try Michael on the right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks.
But we just saw him run the football really effectively there with 3 tight ends in the game. And any defensive coordinator, when they see that set, if they can get more bodies bodies out onto the field. Not more than 11, of course, but bigger bodies to combat what they're going to do, because that's a run-heavy formation. Those guys are out there to block 9 times out of 10, and in this case, they did it really successfully.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Here's Luck. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Here's Luck now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Colts on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Luck. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They snap it to Luck. This is caught. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. And they can't get the long connect. As it falls incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Backing into the end zone. Flacco. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground right at the 10-yard line. Looking for 2 yards here on 3rd down. Flacco. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Throwing here on 1st down, Flacco. And he whips that one incomplete there. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Charles. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. This is West. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. In motion left is Perriman. Now Darkwa. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Macklin, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On third down, it's West. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Flacco and the offense staying put. They're going to go for it on fourth. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They start on the ground here with Blunt. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, it's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. First and goal here from the 2. They come out here in the I. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and goal. Here's Luck. Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Andrew Luck, his second touchdown of the night. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
In motion left is Perriman. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, that's what we call an even front or an odd front. And an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Here's Darkwa. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Play action. Flacco. Flush to his right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, Flacco. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Flacco to Perriman, and the Ravens have a first. Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. In motion left is Perriman. Here's West. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. it's West again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face a third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Down right around the 25. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And this is caught. He hits Macklin. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. And this seemingly endless drive continues. In motion left is Perriman. Now West. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Woodhead. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So a driving rain, but he steps up regardless of that rain, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
Yeah, and so many things can go wrong. The slightest slip, that could mean the ball game. But he hits it dead, solid, perfect.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.